Hello, this is Peter Hollemans. I'm the primary software developer for the Coastwatch data analysis tool, CDAT. And in my previous video, I was looking at how to change the data view, color mapping, and palette. And in this video, I'll be looking at how to add graphics overlays that go on top of the data image to show extra information. In the third tab here on the left-hand side and the control tabs, you can find the Overlays tab. And we have a number of different overlay types here. Latitude and longitude lines, coastlines and lakes, political boundaries, topographic contour lines. We have some data-based masking, which I'll show here in this video. And we also have possibility of adding ESRI shapefiles as overlays on top of the data image. Now, overlays form a list by rendering order. You can see the list here is empty. Each list item can be reordered with these little arrows down here. And overlays can also be grouped and saved and loaded as a group, which is what we have down here, overlay groups that have been previously saved. And you can load those to put on top of the data image. Each overlay has a set of drawing properties that can be individually altered and set, and I'll actually show that right now. For example, let's say I wanted to add a coastline overlay. Let's go to somewhere where there's a coastline. I'll take a look here in the channel 2 data. I think Japan is up here, so I'll zoom in on Japan like that and take a look at the coastlines of Japan. Here, if I add a coastline and a grid line, latitude and longitude grids, there we go. What I can do is I can change the individual properties of the overlays. So let's say I would want to change the coastlines to green and the grid lines to a light red. There we are. I can also change the line style and thickness. So let's say I wanted to take the coastline and change it to 3 pixel width. There it is. And there are other properties of coastlines, of overlays that you can't see here, but what I can do is I can select the overlay in the list. I can go down to the Edit Properties button down here, or what I prefer to do is just double click on the right-hand side of the overlay, like that. And there are some other additional properties that I can change. So let's say I wanted to change the transparency value of a coastline to 70. And there it is. So now I'm not going to show all the other types of overlays right now, but what I will do is I'll highlight the capabilities of the mask overlay in particular, which are very powerful. And I'll actually show an expression mask overlay. So just to give you an idea of how useful masking can be here. So I'll select the mask overlay. I'll type in an expression, AVHRR channel 2 greater than 10. So that means it will mask all values of AVHRR channel 2 that are greater than 10 as, say, red. And I'll give it a transparency value of 50%. So you can see that on the fly, I'm just going to remove these two and just make some white ones here for easy viewing. And I'm going to enhance the channel 2 data a little bit more, like that. And you can see that the overlay mask expression has been computed on the fly for all of the data pixels in this view. If I zoom out and take a look at the entire view, you can see it on the fly masks the data pixels for the entire view. So it's actually a very powerful way to do some data analysis within CDAT without having to leave the program and do a computation. So you can see the mask there. All right, so that's a look at overlays. In my next video, I'll take a look at performing surveys on the Datagrid, which is a measure of how values data values vary in the spatial domain. Thanks for watching.